folks, just like when they try to say, we're at orange, we're at red, oh my God. 6 was supposed to be the level that you couldn't go above. Well, now they're saying that's just not enough. We've got to get to 6.2. And I got to go to the WHO website and see how far they're going to ratchet this up. I mean, will there be a 7? Will there be an 8 shortly? I mean, after they start rounding people up and forcibly vaccinating them and they have quarantine centers, are we going to be higher than 6.2? And I've noticed there's no U.S. media talking about this 6.2 event. I hadn't seen it until today. But apparently in Spain, we're at 6.2 on the WHO level. We're going to talk about that and this. It's either a fake poll or they've really brainwashed a lot of people. 2/3 in U.S. plan to get swine flu vaccine. It's the Alex Jones Show. I am Jason Bermas, sitting in Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv. All right, folks, we are back. It's the Alex Jones Show. I am Jason Bermas, sitting in. Alex coming up in the second, third, and fourth hours. We've got Dr. Marc Siegel, Cindy Sheehan, Dr. Eisenstein, and, of course, the economic hitman himself, John Perkins, coming up. But first, I want to thank one of our great sponsors, Diginet.net. Now, a lot of you out there don't like the man. When you get pulled over by a cop, you don't know what to do. Well, Diginet.net is here to help. I mean, they set up these security systems where police better be good to you. They better respect your Constitution and Bill of Rights because they're on film and they don't know it. Okay, these systems ensure that the truth will be told eventually. It's Diginet.net, Diganet.net, 888-344-6681, or go click the banner over at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. All right, so this latest poll, 2/3 in the U.S. plan to get swine flu vaccine. This is out of Reuters. Now, I saw this and I thought to myself, that can't be true. Okay, 2/3, this has to be a rigged poll, or their propaganda has gotten so sophisticated and over the top, they have convinced another 30 to 40% to take the shot. Only, 1 month, maybe 6 weeks ago, they ran a poll. It was in Reuters. The headline was less than 30% plan to take the shot, or around 30%. But then you read deeper into the article, and it was 18%, so it was less than 20%. It said 18% of people are going to take this shot, and it can't be more than a month old. Now they're saying 2/3 in the U.S. plan to get the swine flu vaccine? 2/3? Well, if 2/3 take it, then they might be right. Then maybe 30 to 40% of the workforce won't be around because you're injecting them with a live virus. Okay? You're injecting them with squalene, with mercury, with total hate and domination. All right, let's read it. More than 90% of Americans plan to do something to protect themselves from the H1N1 pandemic flu virus, and more than 60% will get vaccinated, according to an American Red Cross survey released on Thursday. Only 11% say they were very worried about the new swine flu, and another 29% are somewhat worried. The rest, 60%, said that they are not worried. I just can't buy it, folks. I cannot buy that 2/3 of the people out there are getting ready to roll up their sleeves for this poison. But I guess, when you put out a massive propaganda campaign, when you offer people $50 stipends to take the shot, when you make churches and local schools the vaccination centers, maybe they will get 2/3 of you idiots out there. But if you're listening to this program right now and you have not warned your family, you got a niece or a nephew out there. I got a 4-year-old little niece. She's just starting up pre-K this week, in fact. I talked to her, I think 2 or 3 nights ago. Adorable. I love her to death. And her father, my brother, very well aware of this stuff. And, he's still got to have a talk with the mother of the child and say, look, we're not giving our baby this shot. Period. Amen. It's not happening. There's no swine flu shot for my 4-year-old niece. Now, I've had that conversation. The question is, have you had that conversation with your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your friend? You need to have that conversation with them. And if you have to arm yourself with a little bit of knowledge, if you have to spend some time at a computer and print off all these mainline articles, if you have to go to PrisonPlanet.com and find this stuff, get the mainline source articles, okay? That's why what we do here is so damn important. Everything we report is reported by the mainstream. Sure, it's on, the 17th page of the newspaper, or it's hidden 3/4 of the way through the article. But if you can read and your brain still works on some level, you haven't succumbed to the mercury poisoning and the fluoride in the water, maybe you have a shot to stop this thing. Maybe you have a shot to protect those that you love, okay? So I just couldn't believe it. Apparently we're at 6.2. Apparently 2/3 of the people are going to take this vaccine. I don't buy it. I think there's more of a resistance out there. This, we should remind people that in the beginning of August, the head of Merck vaccine unit retires early as deal looms. This guy didn't want anything to do with this whole swine flu vaccination. A top Merck and CO executive, once viewed as a candidate to become chief executive of the drug maker, has retired, possibly signaling a management shakeup ahead of Merck's planned purchase of Sheraplo Corp. Margaret Milligan announced internally last week that she would retire as president of Merck's Vaccine and Infectious Disease Unit. My guess is this woman has a conscience, and she cannot go along to get along. A lot of people do go along to get along. Ted Kennedy was one of those guys that went along to get along. I mean, he didn't blow the whistle on his brother's murderers. And this one's out of The Guardian. We'll cover it on the other side of the break. How Nixon gave Ted Kennedy bodyguards to spy on his personal life. And here's one of the quotes from our, good friend over at the Bohemian Club, Richard Nixon. I mean, he called those guys out, but he still went, folks. Too damn bad if he gets shot. That was the attitude of the president, who wanted agents to dig into potential rivals' super swinger lifestyle. There it is right there. We'll get to it on the other side. It's the Alex Jones Show. I'm Jason Bermas, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.